nourishes our spirits, reminds us to love, reminds us to be here now. The haiku for this week: waiting for the sun, bare feet set in my garden, above as below. And that's the way it is. This week we come to the I Ching. We ask for advice about what's going on in these troubled times, and they are troubled, man. So we go back to the ancients, we go back to the old information, because you know what? There ain't nothing new under the sun, man. Like I said, you know, it is above as is below. It is as it was, as it's going to be, and as it is now, and be now, be here now, right? Come on. So we cast the I Ching, right? We cast the coins, we pick up the sticks, we draw the tiles. What number do we get? Where is it? What is our advice from this old piece of sortilege, 3,000 years old, right? As we look at it for this week of July 27th, 2020. 2020. Drift with me during this one, because there's good information here, but man, you gotta let it in. Let yourself relax and let it in, all right? Come on. Be with me, be home. Be home with me. We get number 27, Yi, nourishment, the tiger's mouth. Yeah, if you look at the hexagram itself, at the gua, it looks like a mouth, open mouth. Taking in nourishment, and that's what it's about right now for us, is to take in nourishment. The upper trigram is Zhen, the quiet mountain, and below it's to shake and arouse. You know, just like life, man. The wisdom, recalling your memory of divine reception. Nourishment is to be received. The ritual meal is prepared. Prepare the meal and share it with the tribe. The ritual table of initiation is set and is waiting for you to be the guest, as well as to be the host, you see. As you nourish yourself, so are you to nourish all around you. Do this. Take part in the alchemy of living well. The architecture of this hexagram, like I said, it looks like an open mouth. It's symbolic for hunger. Hunger for knowledge and hunger for the self. Hunger for the soul. The call at this moment is to open to spirit consciousness, the amorphous, unseen component of the soul, as you consider what metaphorically goes into the open mouth. Be equally aware of what goes out of the open mouth and who or what is operating the mouth. The words you think and the words you speak have great power at this time. At the root of what you are receiving and giving is love. Know that every time you open your mouth, you're giving love. What do you want that to be? Something terrible and nasty? No, you don't, man. You want it to be true. You want it to be open so you can give love freely, and your actions are noted, right? You're going to carry the divine message. The divine message where it rests in the happiness and the peace of mind, in this giving without condition. When you do that, you're guaranteed to receive. It is in the stillness achieved by your personal process that love will find you, and no doubt about it. And the healing salve for the wounding that you're experiencing in reaching for the Grail, because isn't that what we're doing? We're reaching for the Holy Grail. And that's okay, because that's the path to enlightenment. And what do we do on the path to enlightenment? We listen, right? We listen, we share, we love. That's what it's about right now, is to be open and to share. And so that's what we're doing today, is we're getting into that place where we're sharing and where we're loving. See, you've come to a time of not being heard. Kind of pisses you off, you know? God, can't you hear me? So concentrated right now, we're talking and talking, but nobody's listening.
I believe only in love.
You gotta believe.
Everything else on earth lacks meaning.
Yeah, so you gotta open up, and you gotta believe in limitless love, that it's always there, and it's always there for you. Because if you have not been heard, well, that's the way it is. So by sitting quietly at the ritual table, which we have set, and sharing this initiatory meal, what you say will be heard, and will be what sets the tonal frequency for your quest of understanding, your quest to understand, your quest for enlightenment, your quest for abundance, and your quest for love. Yeah, this is the time of initiation, initiating creative transformation. And as you transform your thoughts, as you transform your words, and as you transform your actions, you also have the ability and indeed the responsibility to be of service in the transformation of others, who will walk beside you. And it will be of great benefit at this time to recognize your tribal brothers, recognize your tribal sisters, and actively embrace them and hold them close, man. At this time, embrace the idea of being part of the cosmic whole. These are tribal times. They might not be right there next to you, but we're part of the tribes. We're part of a community. We're seekers. It's the time for the gathering of the clans, man. When we get out of this lockdown, you watch. We're going to be gathering again. There's a great primal knowing, and it's being revealed now. It's being released as we find and join our companions of destiny. They might be close, they might be far, but distance has no bearing on tribal associations in this new emerging new earth. This is a new earth, you see. This is a golden age, man. Dig it. Don't be scared. Fear is going to hold you down. Fear is going to hold you back, man. Don't let it happen. The feeling of longing. Oh, yeah. That feeling of longing is with you now. It can't be ignored anymore. It's okay, man. Admit it. Identify it. Honor it and dissect it. If you refuse this, you can go off track. You can lose access to your spiritual nourishment, which is what this ritual is that we're talking about. We're sitting at this table, and that's what the meal is, man. Just ask, what is it you're longing for? What is this hunger that keeps you from focusing and completing tasks, both great and small? Yeah, tasks, both great and small, that are before us. Finding the answer will not come from outside yourself. It's not going to be a sage that tells you what it is, man. Ain't going to be a priest, ain't going to be a shaman, ain't going to be the wise person. This time around, man, you're coming around. Who does it come from? It comes from you. It comes from inside into your inner sage, your inner guru, your inner teacher, and it will require perseverance. experience into deep and pointed concentration as to how you have been thinking and what spin you're putting on things to make your present actions and decisions feel like they're right or feel like they're enough. Don't be fooled at this point. It's not the time to take the easy way, man. It is your time of barely moving into the depths of your honesty. This takes bravery as you jump in to uncover the lies that you have believed about yourself, the lies you've been telling others, the lies you've been telling yourself for years, and the lies that your ancestors believed for so many generations. It's different now. You know, ancestors didn't know it all, man. That's not the way that it was, right? So we're moving in it, and we're moving together towards this thing we call enlightenment as we come there. And we come into this time of transformation. When a process like this comes at you, man, you're going to be tested, and that's what you're feeling. You're going to be tested. You're going to be teased by the ego. You know, come here, man. It's okay. Come over here where it's bright and light, and don't go for it, man. Stay on your path, right? Ego is going to make situations look so good. Or how about that person showing up that looks too good to be true? That's the ego. Take you off track. That's the obstacles of the ego, because we're looking at the final test before glory. And that's what we're coming into, because it's all right there, right in front of us. That ego would have you miss your initiation. But it's right in front of you. With your diligence and with your commitment, those what you've brought to the table for yourself.
Everything else on earth lacks meaning.
Yeah. Time to
Even
believe.
if this world is level to the ground.
All right, so as we move together and we move into these spaces that seem new, but they're not, you see, they're old, because this time of nourishment, this is a necessary component in this global initiatory process of which we all are active participants. Don't you know that? That we are all one. Look, it took a virus, man, to let us know we're all one, you know? Oh, no, I'm too good. I'm not going to get infected. Right, man. You know, no, my country's strong. Ain't it, man? As great as societal changes that are spreading across the world at this time, it is incumbent on all who are working for the greater good to be this awareness into your daily life. Daily life of acting with dignity, with integrity, compassion, and kindness, while you reject the shadowy negativity that will surely be placed on your path at this time. Because this is a test to commitment. You're being tested. Are you going to be in the light? Are you going to bring in the light? When you hear your inner voice of wisdom, will you listen to it? Will your intuition keep you on track? That's the teaching of this squad, this section, this hexagram, the teaching of this yi, right? This voice will be your guide towards the greater good for you and for all around you. Remember and believe you are in the right place at the right time. Take in the good and actively, man, reject the negative as you step into the light, as you have been made strong by trusting and walking in, then out of the fire of initiation. Train's in the station, I hear the whistle and call. Don't ask, get on board. That's it. Waiting for the sun. Bare feet set in my garden, above as below. This chorus that I'm playing is called The Beautiful Chorus. It's pretty amazing. right, y'all, listen. Be the love that you desire. Teach peace with every step. Be lovers, be teachers, be dancers. Just say, nothing's going to take me off track. Nothing. I'm going for it. We got to go for it. Yeah. That's this hexagram. It's called the tiger's mouth, a big open mouth, ready to receive, right? Taking nourishment. But also, man, what comes out of your mouth, that's so important, not to blow it, not to be jealous, not to disrespect anybody. You want to hear somebody beautiful give a speech? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Congresswoman in America. She just did a speech about the way the patriarchy has been taking everything for granted. It's not that time anymore. We got to listen now. We got to pay attention. We got to honor the goddess. We got to honor Gaia. We got to support each and every one of us. We got to teach the children well. Well, Graham said, so they may know their father's hell, and that's true. So I send you all the love I could possibly nourish from down here on the 20th parallel. A humid day in paradise, smelling the flowers, hearing the birds sing. I send that to you. May you have peace. May you find that beautiful beach of your own. If it's in your mind, just lay back and be there. And I'll be with you, and there's no doubt about that. On the website are some of my meditations, and I think it's time to pick some up, listen, so we can get into that deep space the way we join together. Bring in the light. In Lakesha Lakin. I am the other you. And I like it that way. Yes, I do. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Be love. Share what you got. Find somebody to lift up today. That's the work. As your love takes you higher. Because the higher you go,